Welcome back to the club, everybody. I am the CLB, and we are back in Watcher of Realms today. We're going to be doing the Guild Boss 2 Apocalypse 1, so the easier version, and we're going to be getting this 30k chest here. I did this right before and got 34k. Actually did it multiple times because there's a lot of RNG on where the certain things land and take out heroes and that kind of thing, but we'll go through it. I will show you my strategy, my timings, everything like that, and then I'll show you the gear after, and then we will do Apocalypse 2 after that. Alright, without further ado, let's get to it. This is the team. Wrath, Deimos, Volca, Silas, Bonded, Hollow, Isolde, Midan for the cleanses, Mari for the stuns for phase 1, Vortex for heals, and of course, why do I always forget her name? Dolores for the buffs, of course. We've got Invigoration on, let's see, who do we have it on? We have it on all of our healers, I believe that's it, but we get it on all of our DPS, so we're gonna be good. Alright. Let's see how this does. Alright. First our Silas. Followed by Midan for his Invig. Wrath with Invig for him. Who's going to be followed by Volca. Invig for her. She's out of the way of the last Invig, so we just put her down. And then we're going to have to hope that this works. We're going to try it this way. Do the pause method, so he's dropped, but it's paused, so I have a chance to move over here and not use up that time, and hopefully get her down before... Good, we got it. Before he dropped his Wailing Skull summon, we are able to get all of them down. That's always great. So everybody has an Invig that needs it. Now we just chill, and we wait. All we do is trigger Hollow and Mari when needed. Otherwise, we are waiting for our all of our DPS to get their ults up, and then we're even going to wait past that, so we time it with the vulnerable phase after. So we're going to keep waiting. This is very easy. This saw poses no problem to us. First round doesn't do that much. So we're going to keep waiting on our ults for a minute. We're going to wait till he's around 50. We're going to pop him because we can, and then we're going to go ahead and pop all the DPS. We'll save Mari because we need her to stop the buzzsaw, just in case it actually goes off before we kill him, which it may not. Yeah, no, we're fine. So we'll use her on the vulnerable phase too. So now we've still got our ults up while he's in the vulnerable, get a little extra damage. It can help if you're just on the cusp. You do have the potential of losing overall more ultimates throughout the fight with waiting, but you also line it up with Dolores and the DPS. It's up to you you can see which one actually works out for where your gear and everything is. Now we can just trigger Mari wherever. We're not worried about this. It's not really going to hurt on this first one. We're just getting through this phase. Getting all our ults up and making sure we have Midan and Hollow at the end of the phase. They need to be up and ready to go. Trigger here, trigger here, here. Wait, we'll let them do their things. And again, we could have waited to trigger them for a couple seconds to get down to that vulnerable phase, but... sorry, the vulnerable phase, but I'm going to wait, and I'm not going to trigger Hollow here, because we need her. See how our ults just ended right as that hit. So if I had waited with the ults for another 10 seconds to let them eat through that without ults, and then hit it, they'd have the ults here to do more damage in this, but not a huge deal. If you want to min-max, that's how you can do it, if you need to. With this team, I'm generally around 34k, so I don't have to min-max it too much. It's still RNG in here that can take out a run pretty quickly. Trigger that right before, trigger her right after to get the rage regen going. And then we're waiting for our ults, and I am going to time these guys out a little bit. Not her. Her damage does not matter. She might even be back up by the time I want to trigger them. And I'm going to say around 45% is what I'm going to do. And we get hit by another little zap. throw him on just to heal everybody up. And we're gonna take everybody. I can pop her just to help us through. And look, Mari's back already. And we should get this before the Venom and have plenty of ult left over for the vulnerable phase. And that you just have to kind of time out on your own, and it's going to change through each of these phases, so don't count on it. And then you want to clear that buff, debuff as soon as possible and clear the acid. Easy, easy. Save Mari. Don't use her. Phase 1 is where you need to save. You have different phases where you need to save different people, or save them in the phase before so you're sure they're ready. In case of Madon for phase 3, save her in phase 2. Mari comes back very quickly, but usually if you use her in the vulnerable phase right before this, she'll be back if you have enough rage regen and attack speed, which you should just prioritize that and health on her, because her damage is nothing. And now here, we're not going to time out the ults, we're just going to time them with each other. Okay, everybody going, save these two. We're going to do one of each of these will save us from the saw. And we're just going to use Hollow on cooldown, get everybody's rage going. So these two are the ones who are going to save us from death. Prioritizing him because he hits everybody versus her as only people around her. We can actually use them both because this phase is going to be done by the time the next one comes. So we'll just make sure we're all good. See, that barely hurt. We only needed one to get through it. Might as well. And again, we could have just saved them for another 10 seconds. We would have been to the vulnerable phase. But that's alright. Same deal. Just going through the vulnerable phase, and I don't want to use her even though it's vulnerable. I want to save it for when they have everybody. Fine to use Hollow. And now I'm going to wait for Silas, because he actually takes a second to activate, so going through all of them gives him a chance to like do his wind up. You want to try and get a lot of damage before he gets his shields up here. If you can time it so that you got your ults up at this point, it's usually pretty nice to have. Oh, this might be tough. Let's see if we can get her up. We got her. Okay, that's not hurting too bad yet. It's really phase 3 we have to worry about it. So we'll alternate between these two, and you can use Madon only if you have her up for the first one of those. You want to make sure she's up for the last phase, because if you don't have her timing down with her up at the start of that phase, you might be screwed. Here we can use Hollow. We got enough time to get her back. Usually that won't kill you. I don't usually block for that. About 40%. And he's just going to get harder and harder to kill. So we're going to pop these guys as soon as possible. And then throw on our shields to survive this. At least hopefully. Yep. Easily. Drop a Mari on him. And then we'll save her. Because he's going to be down in a moment. And again, we were just a little bit off. Now I'm not going to use Hollow, because we're right before phase 3. So Madon and Hollow need to be saved. It's good to save some defense if you can, because this starts to hurt once you get 2 acid buffs on, or an acid buff and a laser. That's usually what'll take you out, is the laser. As soon as this comes in, hit it there. Get it off as soon as humanly possible. We're going to be going on Silas. Oh, and a little bit early, but that's alright, she'll be up. We got our 2 defensives up. And we can pop her, we got plenty of time. So far, so good. Get a little bit of damage reduction going during this, especially while that's coming. Get a little heal out. That's what'll kill you. I should have gotten him up a little earlier, get the shields up versus just healing. But we're doing okay. We're gonna get our heal back just in time. Then we spam, spam, spam. Not bad. And we used her just as this started. Let's see if she's back by the time we have need of her stuns. Look, she's already at 50%. 100% shielding back. Get a little bit of ults in during this. And then some good damage in here. Now is when we actually have to pay attention even more. Got Mari ready. We'll have both of these. We'll alternate between them. We'll probably use Madon as well. Alright, no unlucky rocks. Good so far. Hollow for rage regens. Same thing. We're just doing the same thing but better. Stop the death. Alright, alright. That's good so far. And I think what I'm going to do here is a Sold plus Madon. That's how we're going to stop this one. Get a Sold going. And then Madon right before it lands. And see how much that hits for? That's pretty chunky. It's the I-beam right after that's tough. So Madon healing everybody up is really nice there. Get everybody going. See the I-beam. Chunky damage, 20k. So you need everybody over 20k on this. Ooh, I did her late, but we'll get him down anyway. So it doesn't matter if we're stopping it or not. Look at the good stuff. Alright, almost 20k, 19k. 2/3 of the way. We gotta get through this round and then another phase of that phase 1. Or at least part way into it. This is the one that I find the hardest to get through. Because the damage builds up and your damage goes way down, so this phase takes a lot longer. Alright, we're gonna pop her for this first one. See a little gauge of the damage. It's not too bad, actually. I think we're gonna be alright. We want her going. We want this going. Get everybody going as soon as possible here. We're actually going to use Madon for our next one. Not this. This will be okay. Let's see how much it does. It can be good to just slow things down, get an idea of how much damage everybody's taking. So we need damage reduction in order for them to survive, really. Oh, somebody might have died there. Oh, I might have taken too long while talking about it. I should have popped her before that happened. If that rock had fallen on the wrong person, could have been bad. But we'll have Vortex for the next one. And we'll have her up as well. Sold. Might have been slightly early, but it should last long enough. Plenty. We're good. Get her going. That'll be the last time we can use her this phase. Okay, going good so far. Going good. This is tough, though. Let's go, guys. Burn him. Oh, I shouldn't have used that there. That's alright. It's alright. Maybe. Maybe not. That might have killed us. Let's see if we can make it. We might get him back in time. No, probably not. Oh, this is gonna be risky. I needed to save a damage reduction for right here. Oh, God. Oh, Silas, no. I might be okay. I should not have used her there either. Ooh, this is going to be tough without Silas. I might have to restart back here, around 10% of this phase. Alright, let's see if we can get through to the next phase. This should push us through, and then we can get Silas back. As long as we can push through the next phase, we should be okay. Oh, no. Yeah, we lost Madon. Alright, we'll be back right here. Ah, sometimes that's how it goes. Come on, DPS. Survive. Good job, everybody. Sometimes you just have to hope. Alright, we're 20k. Alright, we got Aegis mode. Our next one is going to be a Sold, keeping us protected. Ooh, we're going to have to take a couple more. Sold, get in there. Okay. Good work. I think I should not use Hollow. I really want to. I might. I'm gonna. That might have been a killer. We'll see what happens. That might only tell in like another minute or two when we get to the next phase. Timings are off. She might be back in time. Should be alright. I hope. Okay, good. Good RNG. Drop. Alright, now he goes down before he can hurt us again, right? Oh, we might take one more, so protect that. Everybody live. Ooh, that was getting close. Okay. We almost got him down before it. And Hollow's gonna be back. That was a good choice. Okay. Whew. Split-second decision actually worked out. Okay, phase 3. All we gotta worry about is poison. Same thing we did every other time. Just even better. Our damage reduction comes when we're fending off the second wave of poison. Alright, we wait for it. Get it. That was a little bit late. It's gonna make the next round a little bit harder. It's alright. Okay. Good so far. Hold off on our damage reduction. It's not time yet. Pop her whenever we want. Okay, we're gonna wait. And damage reduction 1. Oh, let's pop him. Make sure everybody survives that. Ooh. You can still win if you lose 1 or 2 there. That depending. Come on, just live, everybody. Alright, you just gotta survive 1 tick of this, everybody. Maybe 2. Come on, cleanse it. Okay, we're through. That should mean that we're good as long as we can survive this, but Madon's healing, so we should be fine. Okay. Now we should be in the clear. If we can get our damage back, we might lose somebody to this. Because it is 15 at the start of it now. We just want to pop everybody ASAP. Just get through it, guys. Oh, this is going to hurt so bad. Oh, somebody's going to die. Yep, who was it? We can lose a Volca. That is perfectly fine. Oh, she was just about to be back. Oh, we lost more. It's alright, we might be fine. We've got our stunner, got a healer, we've got damage. And we're only 4k away. We might be okay. At this point, don't panic. Just hang in there. Hopefully. Come on. We didn't have Hollow to get her back, so we're having to deal with poison for longer than we want. Oof. Okay, that was rough. This might be tough. Don't use her. Sometimes I just want to click on the shiny character. It's usually not a good idea. Alright, 20 more seconds. We can bring everybody back. We can stall till then. Should be good. As soon as we see that. Now the question is, if we get healers, I think we want to put our healer back. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of time. Come on. Definitely want him. He has a lot of HP. We're gonna wait to put them in. We're gonna get Hollow in too. Just want to be able to heal everybody else up. Oh shoot, we lost some more. It's alright. We get people back in, and we keep moving. Who'd we lose? Silas and Hollow. Not great. Sorry, we only need 2k more. Get that damage reduction. Might have got it in time. Can't tell. Now we're just fighting for our last 2k. This is it. Just survive through the things. Use damage reduction when you can. Probably should have waited on her, but that laser is really damaging too. Alright, Madon can probably get us through this. Alright, we're just going to use her here because she might die, so let's get something out of her. Let's get you going. Ooh, okay, we lost some people. Alright, we only need 1,400. We just keep it rolling. Who are we getting back soon? Silas? We lost Mari, though. This might be the end. We might not make it. Oh, this is going to be really tough. This is going to hurt. And we don't have reduction. We just need one person to survive, and then we can drop Silas back in. We're so close. Oh, everybody survived. Beautiful. See? Don't panic. Just let it happen. You can just believe in your team. Believe in yourself. Live. Good. Go team go. Still no Mari. There's a Mari, but not in time to get her stuff back. That's not gonna be great. Let's go. We're just pushing. Pushing for that 800 more, 700 more in 45 seconds. All right, let's pop her. Let's get Wrath up. Don't know if he's gonna survive this or not. Oh, should not have popped her. That was my mistake. Who do we have left? Oh, just these three. That's a little rough. So let's wait. Let's wait. Okay. This is more of a push than I usually have to do. Usually come into this losing 1, not 3. Ooh. I might have to come back to the start of this and restart it. This is just how this fight goes. You just have to restart it a couple times if it doesn't go your way. Just a couple things out of sync. Just try your timings a little bit different. Oh, there it is. Just short. That's so sad. That's how it goes. We'll be right back. Oh, wait. Nope. Isolde's still alive. Nope. 0 seconds. Yeah. I'll be right back here. I'll show you. It's possible. Man. Them's the breaks. Be right back. Okay, so far so good. Alright. Just gotta keep this up. And time everything well on this phase. As early as possible. Good. We'll wait on her. Got the heals going through Madon. Good, good, good. Got our defenses ready. Venom comes in. Let's start with her. Let's get everybody rolling. Get some defense on there. Okay, we survived that. That one killed me on another one of these attempts. And get our heals going again. Hopefully we can survive through this, and then we are good to go. Come on. Alright, if we can survive through this laser. Okay. Should get healed up through this just fine. Almost there. Come on, get him for the laser. It's not, oh, another acid. Oh no. This might be rough. Oh, it just got there. Let's do that. Let's get a little bit of defense up just to live through that. Alright, and now we just have to push. This is much better entry into this phase. Now we're just waiting to get her back to cleanse this. There we go. Now we're golden. And this is how it should be, rather than that difficult other attempt. But that's the nature of this fight. There's a lot of RNG, and there's a lot of just learning the different timings, and then there's a lot of phases to screw up the timings. But we've got this one in the bag. We've got defense for this, and everybody's alive. Only 1,400 to go. Just stay alive. Might as well just use both to ensure it. So all we really need to get is 30. If you're trying to go for more, that's on you. I mean, I'm gonna get there and then we'll just keep going just to see how far we can get, but we're just getting 30 and then we're happy. Probably get into the next phase pretty easily, actually. Definitely. There's 30. Done. Let's go. That took forever. There were a lot of restarts in between what you guys saw. Boom. Let's just go into the next phase. It's the same thing. We're not going to get through it. It just does too much damage at this point, and I can't do enough damage. Alright, we take this first one. everybody. Should be able to take this, I think. Yeah. That one rock, I think, falls on the tank. As long as everybody else can take that hit, you're good. We'll use defenses for this one. But again, this does not matter at all. Not for this. Ooh, they barely survived that now. We're probably going to use Madon too in this, 'cause I don't think we're getting through this at all. But you know what? Let's just go as if we will. Let's do it as if I would actually do it. We're going to do that, and we're going to pop Madon on this one. Don't know if that was needed, but I think the damage reduction was. Boom, let's go, everybody. It's actually going really well, I say, as I probably just curse it. Yeah, you go too, Mark. Good job, everybody. Got heals going. Got our hollow ult. Yeah, I think we're still not going to get damage for this, but we'll get pretty far. Around 34k is what I usually get, so that makes sense. Get our defenses up. Oh, that was close. We almost lost Mari, which would be fine at this point. If she's down outside of phase 1, it's fine. If she's down in phase 1, you might be screwed. Alright, we're waiting. Okay, good. Like this. Ooh, yeah. Everybody ready. All the defenses. We're just gonna pop her. Get everybody healed up. Because we're not making it through this, I don't think. 50%. Or 50 seconds. 20%. I don't know, maybe we will. Oh, yeah. A couple people down. Yeah, the damage gets too much around this point. Not the worst ones to go down, but it's definitely not going to help with actually getting through it. We need the Dolores buff. Alright. Come on, Vortex will get us through this. I think. We have fewer people to heal, so it should be easier to keep everybody alive. Nobody outright died anyway. Pretty good. Oops. Did Madon, but it's alright. Actually, we might get to the next phase. Well, we're definitely going to die in the next one because I just used Madon. But we're at 34.5. That's perfectly fine. Look at that. We got our Mari back. Well, we are definitely screwed here. I'll tell you that. I guess I can go for 40k next week. Not that it matters. Yeah, look at that. 999 energy. It's nice. Well, here comes our death. Come on, stay alive for just a little bit. We can get slightly further, maybe. Oh, we lost a bunch. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she went down before she got it off. That's the end. Yeah, I knew that was going to spell our end. It's alright. I'm happy with 36. Very happy with 36. Took long enough. Whew. Well, Apocalypse 2 is going to have to wait until tomorrow, because it is much too late to be doing multiple attempts on that, which I'm sure it's going to take more than one. Alright, we're saving that. Fantastic. Let's take a look at the damage, and then we'll just go over gear real quick. Alright. Ooh, that's more than usual. I love that. Pretty good. That's about what I usually see from him. 110, 115, somewhere around there. These guys are just doing average. She's putting defense down, or damage down on the boss, so he does less to us. Brass just there to buff the Wolf Boy and her. And she's just there for phase 1 and for adding vulnerability to the boss. And all our healers. Doing a pretty good job. Madon, they're all actually pretty good. Vortex, killer. Those shields save the day. Alright, let's take a look at the gear. I save it all. One thing you should definitely do for this, especially for this, because you usually have to do a separate set of gear, is... Let's see. I should be able to just look at them. Oh. Alright, so here's our Silas. Okay, well, we're gonna have to just go find them. Alright, our Silas. Here's our gear. Here's our crit rate. It's a little too high, but it is what it is for our good gear. About 200% attack, almost 300 attack speed, 300 increase. I usually go for plus 150 at least crit damage. I haven't been able to get too much higher, but see the pieces. Decent. I like it. And then just these on this side. Everything's kind of moved around, a lot of it to get HP bonus, so we can actually survive a lot of the falling stones and things. Fully skilled, bonded, awakened 3 as well, so that really helps. That's why he's doing so much damage. Artifact 25, Spirit Siphon, and then our others. Volca and her exclusive, which I actually need to enhance. Yeah, I got enough. Let's do it. Good thing I'm doing this after the fight. It's great. Oh, got it for next week.
Your queen has arrived.
And you can see her main thing here is inflict damage reduction of 30%. Keeps us alive. Her gear is not the best. Mostly a lot of health. Just make sure she's got attack speed and health so she can get that damage onto the boss, the damage reduction, attack speed, attack bonus, crit damage, and then of course just HP built into as many things as humanly possible. Skills, I think she's only up to, yeah, the 50 mark. Okay, our next one. Deimos. Max skill, max awakened, all of the... We can just skip looking at these for all of the epics because they're max skill, max awaken. And he's over here with some attack damage, crit damage, attack bonus. So yeah, about the same. His crit's a little bit low, but it's close enough. You know, have to sacrifice a little bit for HP. It is what it is. Trying to keep the attack high enough that you can still do enough damage. And yeah, these are all kind of... I'm going to skip looking at every single piece. They're all about like this, or a little bit worse because I'm hunting for HP on them. But just look at the stats, you can get an idea of what pieces are like. I just don't feel like going through every single one. I kind of hate when people do. And doing it, I don't like doing it either. So if you guys really want me to do that, just let me know. Leave it in the comments and I will do it if you want it. Let's see, Wrath is our next. And he is too high, way too high on crit. I need to switch his gear around a little bit. Probably switch him with Deimos, maybe. We'll see. Oh, and Deimos would still be it. We'll figure it out. It's working. You know, as long as we're getting there, it's fine. It's a little bit low on attack. It's not quite double. Actually, no, it's right around double. So actually, it's pretty good. Yeah, everything's pretty solid on him. I'd love to have more rage regen on all my guys, but no dice so far. Hollow. Lots of attack speed. Get her ult back so she can get rage regen back for Medan so we can kill the poison. That's the main thing that we have her and Medan for, is getting that poison off. So she needs a little bit more rage regen, I think. But again, had to sacrifice for HP and keeping the invig set on so we can keep the damage up a bit. And now we got Mr. Vortex, big HP. I think it's a little bit lower because I took some of his gear for the other healers. But you know what? He's still good. He was still way healthy enough, and you saw his healing. He was doing great. He's a good boy. Everybody loves him. Nadiona, we want Medan. They look so similar. Oh my goodness. How did she not have a piece of gear on? That killed us. Well, that just goes to show you don't have to have perfect gear to do this. This must have come off I must have saved it to 2 gear sets. Because the way I did this was by going to, oh yeah, quick change, go to the plan, and then you can save all these. And I got Guild Boss 2, level 1 for all of these people. But Did somebody else have this saved somewhere and I equipped them later? I have no idea why that wasn't equipped, because I went through here and just equipped, and you can see all these pieces are what she's supposed to have. So I have no idea where that came from. It's not on the other healers. It's not here. I actually need to save hers again. Actually, no. I made that change to test something, and it didn't make a difference. So I just left it. But her other set's fine. Had a little more attack speed. That was crazy. I have no idea why that wasn't on. I used that whole set equip thing, but that's much better for her. That would definitely have helped. That's why I was feeling like my healing wasn't doing good. So that just goes to show, 1, you can do this if your gear isn't perfect. 2, check your gear. Something might be screwed up if it's not feeling right. This is our Mari. I told you I changed her piece here, and it was literally just some attack speed piece. It's high dollar equipped. It was probably, yeah, this is a good one. Rage regen, HP bonus, attack speed is what we were looking for, and then it also has attack and crit. Sure, we will take that. And of course, that belongs to one of my actual good used sets. It's also saved, but that was the only change. Keep her high attack speed and high rage regen, so she always has her ult to stop the thing you need to stun in phase 1, the saw. And then we have the sold. Pretty good set here. A lot of damage reduction because the tank takes big hits from those falling stones and such. So a lot of HP, good amount of defense. Some attack speed can be helpful, rage regen. I think I actually would want to build this up a little bit faster so that she can get back her ult to get her damage reduction back up. So that's something we could definitely improve on here. I do have a set with that on it, so I'm going to switch that out next time. So, find some improvements everywhere you go. She's not built perfectly because obviously we needed more HP. So, sacrificed a little bit of the attack bonus. Tried to get more rage regen, but had to sacrifice that too. And her attack speed doesn't matter. It does nothing for her, so we try to skip that and give that to all of our other healer types. And I believe that's everybody. If not, let me know in the comments. I'll show you next time. I'll do a quick little scan over. That looks right. Cool. So we found something stupid, and we still did it. So next time, we're doing Guild Boss 2, Apocalypse 2. Alright, we are back. It's not the next day, it's multiple days later because I struggled. I got 60k the last week, but then I struggled to get past 44 or so this week. Until I got my gear set up correctly and I tuned things right, I still struggle a little bit with one phase. Just have to push through that one and then we can get easily up to 60. So I got this set up. I had a run yesterday where I got 67, so hopefully we can recreate that without too much trouble. We'll see how it goes. Alright, I'm just going to do regular and do my placements so you can see how I do it. And basically what we're doing here, we've got obviously Praetus for lots of damage, and his Lord skill, the clickable, does stuns as well, so that helps out with the saw. Alistair does damage down, Constance for damage up and some heals. Lucius obviously for Guild Boss, or sorry, not Guild Boss, Phase 2, where he will cleanse the buffs. Carnelian for keeping people alive. If they take a critical death blow, she will get them right back. Torador, stuns as well, and our tank, DPS, DPS, and then our cleanser healer and our damage reduction healer. And that should be pretty good. Here we go. We're just going to give everybody, I'll show you the gear after, but all the healers are in big sets, so we're just going to place everybody how they need to be so that our DPS gets everything that they need. Making sure I'm doing this the right way. It's all pretty flexible as long as you're getting the DPS there. Buffs. And Alistair can stay up here without a buff. He doesn't do a whole lot of damage, so he's the least important. And everything's fairly similar to Apocalypse 1 version. We're just going to time out our ults a little bit here. So if we get him in time, we do. And we click this every time. We let that build up so we can stun the saw down. We might as well hit Lucius here too. I go back and forth on letting him go to his demon mode or toggling the ult. And I usually just toggle it because it is hard to time that properly. That's where you want to time her. I'm not getting enough damage dealt to me to trigger her ult, which grants soul essence, which is this red dot, which means if they get a killing blow, it eats that instead of their actual life. So she will just, if you time it right, he hits, and then she grants that immediately. So anybody who died gets it right back. So that's how we're going to make it through the later phases. Get lasered. I usually use some kind of heal there, like we could use him. And then we block this one. He's not going to be back in time. I gave him a ton of rage regen and attack speed, and it's still not enough. Toggle here, toggle there, toggle there, toggle there too. And we can actually just trigger everything here because we're going into the vulnerable phase. Now for him on Lucius, we want to try and time it out. It can be a little frustrating with not knowing when he's going to go into his second ultimate that you don't trigger. But you want to get not the first one that's up here, but it'll be the second when he has 2 ups. You want to get 2, 4, and 6, not 1, 3, 5 to mitigate the most damage. But this first one doesn't really matter. I'm just triggering this whenever I see it at this point. Should line it up a little bit with these guys. So, see? Here he just went into his other ult, so I can't even save him for the next one. So, it doesn't always work how you want it to. That, trick this. Just getting all the damage out that we can. Get through this quickly. I don't like to do 2 times, you guys have probably noticed. I like to be able to know what's going on, what's coming up. So he's going to take a while to get back. We're definitely off on this one, but it doesn't matter as much. So I triggered him right before the phase of the change of the phase. You kind of want to do it, it seems like, right when this one starts. Oh, okay. Just tabbed out for no reason. My hand was not even on the keyboard. So I'm not even worried about protecting myself during those. We're going to wait till she's back. There we go. Have her right back at the right time. And we can wait, hopefully we get a lash. Yep, there he is, perfect. It's nice getting the lash when he's vulnerable. Alright, now we just have to wait for poisons. Trigger her on the first one. It's the same idea as Apocalypse 1. Fairly easy with this group, at least up until you get around 40k, and then it gets a little trickier. Just get those going, him going. We're just gonna let Lucius trigger when he wants at this point. And you can see Lust is getting a little more and more off timing with constants. But it's okay. It seems to be better to just trigger her whenever after a while, rather than waiting for everybody. Because I'm already waiting a little bit for Kratos, so we're losing enough there. Oh, nice. Got him before the second one. Right. Could have waited a little longer for Alistair, but he's not as big a deal. Alright, we'll have 2 of those. He might not be back up for this first one, but we're not too worried here. We're going to let Lucius trigger whenever he wants again. Oh good, we had Torador up. Let's start him now, he's about to go. After that ground slam, you know it's coming up pretty quick. Okay. Everybody's doing good. Got Carnelian up. I still don't think I'm going to be taking enough damage for her ult to do its thing. We're just gonna actually not bother waiting for him as much. So the timing on this is when this apparently goes like across where the health bar is. So right now is about where I trigger it. So you'll see it should go off right there after it hit. And anybody that it actually killed would be right back up to full. And I use somebody else to get him up before the laser. And then we're good. And back to here. Hit him with one of those. And maybe able to get him down before this. Probably not, though. Nah, definitely not. We're gonna have to take this one. We'll just use her to eat this one, heal back up. And trigger. And we wait just a little bit. Actually gonna wait for everybody now. I'll trigger him too because we're about to cross phase. Does not matter. Okay, so this should be good. I should probably trigger him when the phase first starts. Let's see if we can get our timing down on this. I still haven't gotten it perfect, so don't consider this any kind of tutorial on Lucius timings. Go watch Fastidious or something for that. Oh, okay, he triggered by himself. Hopefully that'll work out. We'll see how it goes. So here, I think that's a little late. I think I would want to do it when his arm's kind of like here, but can still help. Okay, good timing for that. Let's get everybody going. And then we'll trigger Lucius when we can. Again, this isn't the one that's going to kill us, so we should be alright. And I can use her for this next slam, because she'll be back up by the time the next phase is here. So now the question is on 3, but he might end up triggering his other thing. This is what I hate about this. I'm going to try and wait for it after this shatter. Come on, go Aegis. Ah, of course. I hate that. We're going to have to do better in the next one. Alright, trigger this about halfway through and get that buff back on our arbiters. I could be putting this up and forgetting that a little bit too, but we haven't really needed too much extra healing. It only gets these two, but still helps relieve the healing from the others. Alright, we're on 5. This is one we should end up eating. This is so off. I think I need to adjust his gear to have a little bit less rage regen, maybe. Or maybe a little less attack speed. So he triggers that other thing less often. Yeah, that barely hurt. Love that. And of course, he triggered again. Terrible timings on that. So I think I need to trigger him in the transition of the phase. Or just whenever he comes up around that time. Alright, wait for Constance. We're gonna wait till we get Constance up in case we get the lash out of that. Good. Yeah, we don't need her yet. And there he goes. 51 seconds, that's pretty good. When I was failing on the third phase, I would end this one at like 29, 45 or 29 seconds. I think 29. Okay, we'll just let him trigger whenever he wants. There he goes. I guess he wanted to trigger. Alright, first Venom. There we go. Let's just do it on 2. And we'll trigger it halfway through to keep that buff up. So you can see Praetus has that buff around him, goes away, drop it. That's 50% damage again. We love that. Okay, now we gotta start being a little careful with this. Can help heal a little bit in a second, not quite yet. Do it. Get that up. Alright, when this comes down, I'm actually going to trigger both and try and catch the little tick. In case they do go below 50, Carnelian can grab them. Throw another def on them. Alright, this phase is almost done. Then we're into the ones where it starts actually getting slightly difficult for this team. Go. Oh, maybe. No, he'll be back. Or it'll be close enough. Sometimes I, by habit, trigger things when I should be waiting. Bad habit, but it's alright. Okay, still the same waiting game here. Wait for him to do something. I'm gonna wait for him to go into his special mode. Hopefully he can do more damage and line up with this, maybe. Okay, let's do that heal. Go, go, go. And then we'll get some extra stuns because this is on 3. I think we could trigger... We'll save Torador for the next one. He can still get his stuns off without being an ult. I think he just has a better chance when he's ulting. 4's fine. We should live that. Alright, we're going to start timing Carnelian well here. So when he goes... there. And we'll heal up with her. So she'll put the bubbles back on. We'll get healed up so the laser doesn't kill us. Good, he's back to his mode. And we're back to that, back to that. Let's just get everybody going. Only at 3. This one's gonna hurt. As long as we live, we should be okay, obviously. Let's not lose anybody important here. Alien's a little late. We'll see if she might be able to help. Just in case. Okay. Good. That wasn't a laser round, so we're okay there. Should... No, we might not transition before this one. I'm going to use him here. It's a little early. Been off on his timings this whole time. It's rough. Let's see, we might be able to get it down before this. Before it hits. Yes, nice. Love that. Love that for us. Okay, yeah, we're missing a lot of red. Well, really just Carnelian's missing her own red. Hard to tell. Oh no, we're missing one there for sure. Let's see if we can get one on this. Nah, they're not low enough. Ah, I tried. Okay, he's going to be back up. But now's a bad time. I'm going to use him now, so he should be back by the time that second shatter comes up, I think. We're going to try and get the timings on this better. Okay, so he's got 2. Well, shoot, of course it comes. So he went from 0 to 2 on that one. That throws me off. We just need to get through this phase. If we can get our DPS strong enough to get through it, I usually live through it pretty much fine. Actually shouldn't use my heals on that. Okay, now he's at 3. We're gonna have to go on 3 because we're off. So otherwise, if I wait, he's just gonna go and use the dumb way. And use his second ult during this phase. It'd be nice if we could just say don't use it. Oh, she's taking a while. Oh, too bad. Okay, here. Let's just use him. Okay, good. Can't actually get him up here before this one. Oh, this is 5. Yeah, let's do it. This does come before the shatter, though, so I guess it should work. Okay. Yeah, just use him. I think it triggered while she was still up. Use our Earth Shatter, but this one shouldn't hurt very much. Let's just use her. Yeah, did not hurt at all. We got plenty of time to get her back up. That's why I want to use her there. Alright, everybody's coming up at the same time here. Hey, Lust is back on schedule. Love to see it. Trigger that. And we're going to use both of these. Oh, never mind. If we get an Earth Shatter, are you going Aegis again? So I can cleanse it. Please go. Please do it. Okay, cool. You're Earth Shattering. That's good enough for me. All the buffs are gone, so using one of my healers there wouldn't have mattered. We were going to live it anyway. Okay, how's our DPS? 40 seconds to do 20%. This is tough because our taking the buffs off hasn't been great. This is going to be close. Should have waited a little bit. Didn't wait for Constance. Alright, we're going to get him before the Shatter comes in. Love that. 14 seconds, 7%. Come on, guys. Oh, this is going to be so close. This is where I always struggled. This is going to be really close. I think we got it. That'll get us over 50. If we get that, we're over 50. 3 seconds left. I told you guys it was going to be close, but whew, got it really close. I think it was by like 10 plus seconds when I got it last night. But we had bad luck on the timings with Lucius. So we suffer. Let's wait. Trigger. Did he do the second? Not yet. Okay. Thought I missed him doing the second acidic venom. I was like, no! Let's see. She might be able to tag him. Probably not. We're gonna wait. It's not gonna hurt too bad. This phase isn't bad if you can get your cleanser doing it quick enough and have enough actual heals to get through the in-between. Alright, here's we're going to offer some help. And we're definitely going to offer some help here because this laser hurts. Ow! Oh, come on. Quick. Nobody's under, just in case they feel like going under. Trigger. We're alive. Alright. Alright, you trigger too. We are almost to 50. That is our goal, and then anything past that is just wonderful. There we go, 50. Did it on the first try tonight. Ah, that's the joy of saving gear. And kinda knowing timings even when it's off. Oh, we got another. Okay. Let's drop that over here. This is gonna hurt. Nobody dead? Okay. I think we can kill him here. Ooh, come on. Ooh, heal everybody. Come on, guys. We're almost there. So we got a minute left on this one. Damage is not a problem in this. There we go. And then this basically... We're probably going to die in this phase. We might make it through. We'll see. I have to get kind of lucky on the stuns going out. And on timing Carnelian and getting her back up in time for the next one. It's a little bit tricky. We're going to wait on Lust to time it up back up to this. To hopefully give us a better chance of getting through this. Okay. Alright, go everybody. Just get that slow heal up. That's fine. Let's trigger you too. Let's trigger you. Alright, we got 3, 4, 5 debuffs. Let's see, that one's attack minus... Oh wait, no. Yeah, I think that's just stacked up further. 7. Okay, this is good. We're surviving this one for sure. That's fantastic. That's even a little much. Save some of that luck for the next one. Okay. There we go. That should have restored some if anybody died there. I think, yeah, everybody's got their reds. Let's keep it going, everybody. Keep pumping it. Keep pumping it. Down 4, that's pretty good. Torador's doing good on that one. 4, this one's definitely gonna hurt, and I don't have her back. Oh, this might be where it ends. Oh. Let's just start her now. she's not back. Yep, we lost a couple. Lost a couple bubbles, which means this is gonna hurt. Maybe we can get a couple bubbles back here. Don't think so. It's alright, we're probably gonna die here then. Let's get 3. Let's get him going. Get everybody going. Let's roll this damage out. Let's go. Alright, 7. 7's good. We can survive a 7. She's not going to be back in time. She is. Just heal everybody back. Oh, good. We had plenty of debuff on there. Alright, we're doing fine. We're surviving. Love to see it. Still don't have our bubbles back on everybody. I'm just calling the red things bubbles. And next phase. Alright, looks like we're getting to around 67 again, probably. Seems to be about where this takes us. Ah, I should have just triggered him as soon as this phase started. The vulnerable phase. Alright, let's see if we can time this out correctly or not. Alright, Lucius, do good for us. You're not going to do good. You're already at 70. Ooh. See, he's going to trigger before it gets to the next phase. I'm sure of it. That barely touched us. Come on, Ace mode. Okay, there we go. See, but that's only 1. Why did the last phase start with him having 2? Sometimes this boss is not very consistent, and there's been many bugs already. So, I just feel like this boss is quite fully baked. It's still pretty fun, though. It's definitely the biggest challenge in the game right now. Let's do it. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hit that. Hit that. And see, now he's got 2. Let's just cleanse that. Screw it. Get back on schedule, I guess. I don't have much hope of getting through this, but if we do, that'd be cool. Alright, let's get some help with this one. Is this a shatter? Nope. Okay, it's just this. But those are fine. I'm not scared of those. You don't scare me. Oop, perfect timing now on the Aegis modes. Take it, I guess. Better late than never. Yeah, we're definitely not. We don't have the DPS for this phase. It's kind of crazy. I've got Praetus and all this good stuff. I've got Lust and Arrogance with Torador. And yet, my gear's just still not good enough to get through here. Alright, this is 5. This one is gonna hurt. So this one we're gonna have to try and time her well. Come on, show us your Aegis. Oh, nope, 5's not Aegis, that's right. It's just that. Just get everybody healed up. Come on, hit that Aegis mode, I dare you. Thank you. Ooh, we got 3 on that one. Oh. We're trying our best here. Well, that was way too early. Yeah, like 2 seconds too early. I don't think anybody was going to die from that anyway. Yeah, 20 seconds for 17. There's not much chance. Unless I can cleanse this off. We don't have our stuff up. Just going to get as much damage in before we can. Or as we can before the time ends. Which isn't going to be a whole lot more. Actually, good thing I did cleanse that. Get your extra heals in, everybody. There we go. Nice. New high score. 69, baby. This is for you guys. I got you the meme number. I gotta run it again. It's gotta be 69, 420. I was really close. I practiced this. I thought I had it right. I was 84 off, guys. I am so sorry. You know what? If you don't want to like the video, I understand at this point, but you know, I'd really appreciate if you do. It really help out. I mean, I did screw up, but I mean, it's only 84 out of 69,000. It's not too bad, right? Margin of error? Well, let's save this. I'll do better next week. Nice. These chests are so good. And let's take a look at the stats, of course. Praetus, who would have guessed? Killing it. Everyone would have guessed. And actually, I am a little bit surprised that Arrogance was over Lust. They both have pretty good gear, though, so not surprising. He actually did a little more than I thought, so yeah, everybody's doing well. The supports are doing their support damage, but still pretty solid, but, you know, half the damage of a Praetus, but it is a Praetus, so what are you going to do? Alright, I'll show you the gear real quick. If you don't want to see it, you can skip, end the video, because that's going to be the end of it. If you like the video, please subscribe, and if you want to see more, give it a like, so I know that you do. And yeah, please leave comments, anything you'd like to see, whatever, and I'll try and make some more videos on this if you guys are liking it. Alright, let's see. So our Lucius here, kind of good attack speed. I pretty much tried to go for double health, or sorry, double the attack. I was looking at the health for a second. Double the attack or more on everybody. And HP, I tried to get them over 20. I was trying to go for like 25 to 30, but then I couldn't get the damage that I needed, so I tuned that down and worked on my timings with Carnelian, and that seemed to help just keep everybody alive through the things that were killing me, so I could drop their health to get through that one phase that I struggled with, phase 2, part 3. A little bit low on crit damage, of course. Rage Regents, I dropped that down to try and get the timings better, but as you can see, it's still sometimes a crapshoot. I think figuring out my timings in phase 1 for when I need to trigger him to get into phase 2 for the correct timings is going to be important, but I just didn't figure that out yet, so I'll let you know when I do. Our Praetus, you know, he could have a little bit more attack, but we had to get the right balance of gear because his health is fairly low. Everybody's kind of about the same here. A little bit low on their crit damage, but I tried to keep their attack speed higher.
For mother.
Elowen, as long as her attack speed and rage regen were high enough to get from each cleanse to the next without it overlapping too much, then that was all she really needed. And then just as much healing effect and attack outside of that as we could do. Oh yeah, and show artifacts too. I gave my best Spirit Siphon to this guy because he was my only marksman. Praetus, my best tier of Twilight, not even maxed. Elowen with the Golden Scarab to increase rage regen, of course. And now we're on to our Alistair, my second best tier of Twilight, only a 10. And then his gear. Oh yeah, I can look at skills too. Sorry, that's important. People don't always show skills, so maxed him out. That seemed to help a lot. Praetus, of course, is maxed. Elowen, of course, is maxed. These two are just too good not to. Alistair, I got up to the level of getting... let's see, which one is the one that... Yeah, damage reduction. I had to do a lot to get to this, and then I stopped. So, there were only 2 left before I hit it all. His gear was mostly... I was just focused on attack before, and then I needed more damage, so I focused more on damage on him. Again, everything's just a little lower than it should be. Just gear that actually has HP, and the stats that I need is a little harder to come by. And we showed his artifact, yes. And our Arrogance. Really good attack on him. His attack speed's a little bit low, but everything else is pretty solid. His skills, I'm still missing a couple. I think it's just 2, and they're not the biggest. They're still, you know, damage and damage, but yeah, that can help. He's Awakened 1. You can see the Awakenings on all of them on the side there. He's got our only Wailing Skull. I think I should have put a better Wailing Skull on him, actually. Things to change next time. And then our Lust has her exclusive, and I actually did pick up a second one, too. That was nice. And then our skills are maxed on her. And I've got kind of the same high attack speed. I wanted higher attack speed on her, but I had to change things around to get everybody to work. So this is what we end up with. Not too bad. Got a little more rage regen would be good on her too. But we got what we got, and it's working out pretty well for us. And who's our next friend here? They're way further down. Yep, fair C. Of course, the Invig set. For him, I just basically put on my best healing gear outside of getting speed and rage regen for Elowen to where she needed to be, and then Cornelian, I'll show you in a minute, it was just pure attack speed. And he's trying to focus a little bit more on being a better healer, just keeping everybody alive more, for making those big waves that he does for bursting everybody back up a little bit better. His skills, I went on him until I got his AoE damage reduction all the way up. That's the reason I have him. And he is in the Forward Orb just to give a little bit more damage to everybody, because he doesn't need to do rage regen or anything like that too much more. Carnelian, she's also in a Golden Scarab for the rage regen. I need to give her the better one next time, or just up this one, so that she has enough rage regen to get back up for every saw phase, because I'm a little bit behind on that. Her skills are also, I'm working on that now, which actually, I just got one of these, so I'm going to throw it into her. I was kind of saving it to see who I got on the next banner, but I do need to get her, especially this ult skill cost down. That'll help me get to in range where I can cast them both again. And this one doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, I really just want that one. Which, bummer we didn't get that. Alright, and then her artifact, did we do that? Yeah, we did Scarab. Okay. And then, is she our last one that we have on here? I lost track. Oh, Torador. I think he's last. And he's just HP, and then higher attack speed and a little bit of rage regen, but I kept him in this. I could probably switch this out to get him more rage regen and attack speed, but I just wanted to make sure he lived through those falling stones. And then, oh yeah, Constance. Of course, I almost missed her. I think this is everybody. I wish I could go back to the page in the guild boss, but it won't let me go back to fight to just see them all. So this is what we got. Her attack is as high as I could get it while still having a good Invig set, and it's also, I have my better one on Dolores, and I didn't switch them. I probably should have just switched it over, but this is pretty good. It's a pretty solid amount of attack on her. It's, you know, 3 times. It's pretty solid. I could see just what the switch to Dolores' set would do for her, actually. Let's take a look. Dolores, where are you? Hello. She's got low BP. Only 500 more attack. See, I wasn't too worried about that. And she actually has more HP. I had to build her with more HP. Alright guys, let me know what kind of videos you want to see next. If you want to see more of this, I'm going to have some chained together. That's what I'm going to be editing next, so look out for that if you're interested in friends yelling at each other. that's always fun. Alright guys, I appreciate you sticking around for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, I'll see ya!